remain honest and true with everyone. This you're both yourself and your family name. If you see an opportunity, then seize it, for it may be lost forever. Stand no foolishness from anyone but the king. Be sure to resist the cardinal. Do not shy away from adventures. Instead, you must fight to the least provocation. I'd rather you live dangerously. I've taught you swordsmanship, and you are a strong young man with a wrist of iron. Remember, it is armed with a personal courage that any man can get on in the world. You have excellent grounds for being brave. First, you are a Gascon, and secondly, you are my son. This is all I have to give you, my dear boy. 15 crowns, my horse, and a letter of introduction. Take it to the captain of the Musketeers, Monsieur de Treville. Do as he tells you, and perhaps one day you'll get where he is. He is an income of 10,000 crowns, and leads a band of daredevils high in the king's favor and who intimidate the cardinal. Treville is an old friend of mine. He started life as you did. Make the most of these gifts, my son, and may your life be long and happy.
D'Artagnan, my son!
Causing a disturbance in mine, and for what? Mademoiselle Bonacieux will send to your rooms and will prepare a room for you.
My letter! That's my letter of introduction! Give it back to me now, or I
have you.
Listen here, good woman. That letter is intended for Monsieur de Treville. If you don't give it back to me now, you can be sure he'll get it from you later.
Oh, be calm, young sir. Your bravery has outweighed your wits. But we must apply dressing to these wounds.
That letter may contain my destiny.
It may well be, but the destiny is of no consequence to a dead man. Come, we must dress these wounds.
These Gascons are incorrigible.
Oh, why such a determined heart and obstinate spirit, young?
D'Artagnan, you're a Gascon, and my son.
My heart must fight for the dream that lives inside of me, longing to be free from childhood loyalty father has instilled in me. A Gascon I must be. I'm brave, I'm strong, loyal to my king. When I'm right, I'll fight wrong with a force from within. I want a commission, fight for the permission and honor bestowed as a king's musketeer. I have no fear, I will not fear. My father's words beat in my heart, clear pathways they will chart up ahead. Yes, I'm braver, I'm stronger, with a Gascon heart. Dreams I've craved all along, from the very start of my life. And should there be doubts, be steadfast, never show tears or fear. Dear sweet mademoiselle, I tell thee, tomorrow brings adventure new.
I understand.
Your words bring strength, so I will pledge to you this Gascon is true. Yes, I'm braver, I'm stronger. One Gascon heart, dreams I've savored will come true when I play my part. Yes, I'm braver, commission, ha! For the king's commission comes honor and glory, and the king's musketeer. I have no fear, I will not fear. This heart shall fight, will join its kind, stand shoulder to shoulder. It is now, it is time. Yes, I'm braver, I'm stronger. Wear the Gascon heart, I'll win favor with my king and stay true to my heart. Yes, I'm braver, I'm stronger. Wear the Gascon heart, I'll win favor with my king and stay true to my heart. My Gascon heart.
We should interfere dine here this very evening with the King's Musketeers. I shall see to it that you have your audience. Come with me quickly.
We musketeers regard the king, our pledge to serve we're honoring. Proud to stand and fight as one, to surrender till the fight is won. We stand as one, our sovereign's enemies kept at bay. Thank to God the Cardinal, we fight to mass our play, laughing all the way. We issue them with open challenge in the streets by day. Musketeers don't fear a thing, our bravery is everything. The skillful blaze we cast away, emerging victors all, the big afraid.
made a duke. Besides, one needs to spend one's allowance somehow.
No, Porthos, come on, do not try to pretend that you bought that shoulder verse out of your father's allowance. I know it was given to you by a Vale lady. I saw you with her, near the Port Saint Hall.
Upon my honour, I did not. I bought it with my own money.
Well, what a magnificent fit! Oh, your sword! And so suited to one so handsome.
Just like I bought this new purse out of the coins that my mistress left in the old one.
But it is true. I could prove it. I paid 12 pistoles for this one. Did I not, good Aramis?
Indeed you did, good Porthos. You are bestowed with a visionary sense of dress that any lady would be proud to emulate.
That is sublime. That is excellent. I'll bow to that. Is not Aramis witty? What a pity you didn't follow your true vocation. You would make a perfect abbé.
I have merely put it off for the time being. I will be an abbey one day, all right. You know, I am continuing my Bible studies, don't you?
He's only waiting for one thing to happen before he wears that cassock he hides behind his uniform.
And what is he waiting for?
For Anne of Austria, saying another husband.
I hear that the Duke of Buckingham is coming to France.
For once you're wrong, Aramis, old boy. That remark was in bad taste and not at all witty. And Monsieur de Treville would surely reprimand you for saying such a thing.
Porthos, are you by chance striving to teach me manners?
Oh, be yourself, Aramis, old boy. Priest or musketeer, whichever you prefer. But not both together. We all know how we call upon Madame de Guyon make up to her. Not to mention Madame de Bois Tracy and Madame de Cheverse's cousin. Oh, don't trouble to deny it. We praise your discretion. Mock the king and the cardinal as much as you like. But remember that she who was once our queen must remain sacred. And I will not permit anyone in my company to take her name in vain.
Porthos, you are a puffed-up ass. How dare you chide me? You know I will only take that sort of lecture from Athos. Anyway, who are you to preach with that thrown about your chest? I will be a priest if and when I desire. At present, I am a musketeer and speak what I find. Just now, I feel compelled to say that you irritate me.
Aramis!
Porthos!
Gentlemen, please, do not let us quarrel. That would just be foolish. Remember the agreement we have made, the three of us.
Monsieur de Treville awaits Monsieur d'Artagnan.
I'll wager that young scoundrel is about to suffer the sharper side of the captain's tongue.
How so?
Landlord tells me he was here to request an audience with the captain. Just up from the country, no doubt.
Wishes to be a musketeer? No doubt.
Musketeers serve the king, and we must stand for anything. Our enemies will go away, we'll leave it to another day. Let's see what's going on with that one, sir. Oh, I am sorry, good sir. I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm afraid my mind was elsewhere. Your mind was elsewhere. You were not looking where you were going. Then you barge into me and you say, I'm sorry. And you think that is enough.
But it wasn't on purpose. Plus, I've already apologized for it. Now, if you don't mind, please, unhand me.
You are bad manners, sir. So obviously just arrived from the country.
Well, I may well have just arrived from the country, as you put it. But I'm certainly not about to be taught manners by you. You know what?
Won't you now?
Indeed, if I wasn't in such a hurry.
You may be at the dash now, sir. But you do not need to run to find me, you know.
Where will you be found then?
Beside the Carmelite convent.
And at what time?
Midnight.
Midnight it shall be.
Do not keep me waiting. I want to remove those ears of yours by 15 minutes. Splendid. Then I shall arrive on the stroke of 12.
Are you mad? What the hell do you think you're doing running into people like that?
I'm sorry, I was not looking where I was going.
Do you always leave your eyes behind when you run?
No, indeed I do not. In fact, good sir, these eyes are so sharp, they often see things other people do not.
I warn you, sir, if you go barging musketeers about, you're in for a good hiding one of these days.
A good hiding. Those are very harsh words, my friend.
It's not unusual amongst men who face up to their adversaries.
Well, indeed it is not. And yet now I can perfectly well see why you never turn your back on yours.
Stand and face me, my lad!
All right, all right. But later, when you've removed that ridiculous shoulder belt of yours.
1 o'clock then. Behind the Luxembourg.
1 o'clock it shall be. Pull yourself together, D'Artagnan, old lad. They had every right to stand there and defend themselves. But Mademoiselle Bonacieux was right. You don't need to fight all the time to prove what you already know. You're a Gascon, D'Artagnan. You're a Gascon through and through. Sure you wouldn't want to lose a kerchief such as this?
Oh, you cagey old devil, pretending that the beautiful Madame Dubois Tracy has finished with you, when she is still obliging enough to bestow her handkerchief upon you.
You are both wrong, gentlemen. This handkerchief is not mine. This one is mine.
Well now, Aramis, if that handkerchief really was not yours by right, then I should be obliged to insist you give it to me. Monsieur Dubois Tracy is a true companion of mine. Therefore, I could not allow anyone to fashion trophies from his wife's belongings.
You are right, of course. But I did not like your tone. So, I will not give you the kerchief.
Oh, gentlemen, I did not literally see the handkerchief fall from Monsieur Aramis's pocket. I merely assumed that as his foot was upon it at the time, that it belonged to him.
Can you be sure that the kerchief didn't fall out of your own pocket? Because if it did, I would have equal right to ask you to hand it over to me.
But I swear it did not.
Well, if you swear one thing, and I swear another, one of us is surely lying. I have a solution. Let's each take half.
An inspired suggestion. The judgment of Solomon. There is wisdom in that head of yours, Aramis, old boy.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir, permit me to point out that your behavior just now was not worthy of a gentleman. Why were you so indiscreet as to return the handkerchief?
Well, why were you so careless as to drop it?
I told you before, this handkerchief does not belong to me.
Oh, sir, you have now lied for a second time. I literally saw that kerchief fall from your doublet.
I can see that I'm going to have to put you into your place.
I can see I'm going to be forced to put you in yours. Come on, you priest. Draw your sword. Let us not tarry a moment longer.
No, my friend. I will not fight you here. Oh, I mean to kill you, all right. But I want to do it somewhere nice and quiet, where we will not be disturbed, and where I shall not get into any trouble.
Well, that suits me just fine, but I wouldn't be so sure of yourself. Whether that kerchief is yours or not, you better bring it with you. You shall be needing it.
You are a Gascon, all right.
Yes, I am a Gascon, and I'd certainly never let fear of reproach stop me fighting.
I will be pleased to meet you at 2 o'clock at the Jolly Miller Inn. From there, I will accompany you to some nice, quiet spot.
My dear Lord, Duke of Buckingham, as I write, my heart is heavy with loneliness and the burden of guilt which surrounds a secret I am forced to take to my grave. I am sworn to forget the son born to me behind closed doors, and who now languishes in the darkness of a prison cell. Louis is a cold and corrupt king, and though I be his mother, I am ever fearful of his power. Memories of the last evening I held in a forbidden embrace. You must take heed of this warning. Do not venture to return to France, for I do not know that you will be safe here, when all the talk around me is of an expected war with England. Remain in England and send word on me of your safety. Yours for eternity.
Mom, Constance, I want you to take this letter to the Duke of Buckingham's agent in Paris.
You know I am forever in debt for your loyalty and discretion over such a dangerous liaison.
Of course.
But I would not ask this of you were it not a matter of life and death. You go willingly, be quick, and ever subtle.
Your Majesty, were it not for your gracious acceptance of my breeding, I would be still attending musketeers at the inn of my mother. Your secrets are safe with me.
Oh, thank I cry within. Guilty of maternal sin. Poor two sons, but nurtured one. The other cast aside. Now I live every day back in the past, reflecting on the way my life was changed so fast, and so I stand. Guilty. Abandoning my own flesh and blood. Guilty fears now lie within a heart that mourns my next of kin. I fear the sun, crowned as king, his brother left for dead. I've tried every way to forget the past, remember every day conscience said to last, and so I stay. Abandoning my own flesh and
take such mockery from any Gascon, let alone a boy.
There now, how handsome you look.
But, Madam,
Now, don't you be spilling any blood on a splendid shoulder belt. Sweet musketeer, I am enamored with the redness in your cheek. Those bloodshot eyes, that shiny nose, makes my knees go weak. I need to be at your side all of the time. Make it plain for all to see. You are mine.
Oh, Madam,
You snore like a cannon. His music to me is your toothy grin. Sets me a spin whenever it appears. It's me you see by your side all of the time. And now it's plain for all to see that you are mine.
Madam, please, I cannot breathe. You smothered me with kisses and affections. I find it hard to fathom why you love my imperfections. Must you be by my side all of the time? Make it plain for all to see you are mine.
Now it's ready for my class, so close to me breath. Was others outside these trying to meet. I know that big is best. Still it's me you see by your side all of the time. And now it's plain for all to see that you are mine.
So, I've asked two of my companions to act as my seconds, but either of them have yet to arrive. I'm surprised they should be late, as they are never late for business of this kind.
Well, I regret to announce, sir, that I've appointed no seconds at all. Having just arrived in town yesterday, I know of absolutely no one, save for Monsieur de Treville.
What? No one other than the captain of the Musketeers?
No one.
That is difficult. If I kill you now, I should be regarded as a bit of an ogre, shan't I?
Not at all.
What in God's name has happened to those two idle rogues, my seconds? Why aren't they here?
Well, if you're in something of a hurry, you'd like to finish me off as soon as possible, then let's start without them.
What you show is head as well as heart. I like fellows of your character. And if I do not kill you now, I hope to make a better acquaintance later. But we really ought to wait. Oh, Porthos!
What? Monsieur Porthos is one of your seconds.
Oh, are you back, Musketeer? I haven't finished with you yet.
Madam, I'm quite capable of dressing myself for important occasions. Now, please leave me to my business.
Any objections?
No, no, of course not.
And here comes my other second.
Oh, what? Monsieur Aramis is your other second.
Naturally. None of us three is ever seen without the other two. We are recognized amongst all the other musketeers and the Cardinal's guards, in court, and even in Paris, as the three inseparables. Of course, you wouldn't know about that, would you? As you're just up front.
Tom?
What is the meaning of all this, then?
This is the gentleman I had a disagreement with.
But I've also quarreled with him, and so I'm fighting him as well.
Correct, but not until 1 o'clock.
And I too am fighting this gentleman.
Very true, but not until 2 o'clock.
Why are you fighting him?
I honestly don't quite know. Oh, he barged into me.
And why are you fighting him, Porthos?
I'm just fighting him. I'm just fighting him, that's all.
We argued after an embrace.
What about you, Aramis?
I am fighting him on religious grounds.
On religious grounds?
Indeed. We had a disagreement over a certain passage in the scriptures.
This fellow is no fool.
But now that we are at last all together, gentlemen, I fear I must make my humble apologies to you all. Monsieur Athos has foremost claim upon my life, a fact which greatly reduces the value of your claim, Monsieur Porthos, and makes yours as good as dead, Monsieur Aramis. Come on, gentlemen. Draw your swords, let's delay no further.
The three inseparables.
Harman's gone. Sheath swords, gentlemen, sheath swords.
Dueling again, musketeers.
Leave us to fight you, Zac. We would be certain not to interfere were we to happen upon your district.
I'm afraid, gentlemen, that simply will not be possible. You see, we have our duty to fulfill. So put up your swords and come with us.
Sir, we would be only too pleased to accept your kind offer if we were our own governors. Regrettably, we have to take our orders from Monsieur de Treville, and he specifically prohibited us to do anything of the kind. So please, run along now and leave us in peace.
If you do not come along with us this instant, then I will have no choice but to force you to come.
There are 4 of them, facing only 3 of us. We will surely have to die here and be beaten.
Gentlemen, I feel there's been a brief miscount on your part. Monsieur Athos stated that there are 3 of us, yet I clearly make it 4.
But you are no musketeer.
Oh, come, I may not wear the uniform yet, but I'm with you in spirit, and that's all that's important.
Stand aside, boy. I have no quarrel with you. Get out whilst you still can.
You're a fine fellow. A fine fellow.
Oh, enough. Make up your mind one way or the other.
It is admirable of you to offer to assist us. But you're merely a boy. And everyone will tell it that we number 4 men.
But we cannot back down now.
We are in a bit of a dilemma.
Oh, come on, gentlemen, at least grant me this trial. I swear upon my honor that if we are beaten, I shall not leave this place alive.
What is your name, young fellow?
D'Artagnan.
Excellent. It is Athos, Porthos, Aramis, and D'Artagnan now. The 4 will take them down.
Well, gentlemen, have you at last reached your decision?
Of course, Jack. We stand as one and fight.
What? You're resisting.
What do you expect, you imbecile? On guard!
Go on then, boy. Down!
Surrender immediately, or die! Hear the diagram, please. The last of my comrades to fall.
We want that. In the name of God.
Turn and face me, Jacques, or I'll run you through the back.
Do not kill him, fellow, for God's sake.
I have no sword to set out. Disable him, disarm him, quickly!
I would say to inform the cardinal against you today. But upon my honor, gentlemen, this is not over.
I may not be a musketeer just yet, gentlemen, but at the very least, I was honored to have fought alongside you. Each day I awake, I swear not to forsake the person waiting patiently, aching to be set free. Desire to achieve the aim, like fire burns, I fan the flame. To guide me forward, I must strive to keep my dream alive.
can mean something in the world today. However it may seem, I'm free to live my dream, knowing what this means. I can keep my promises, my conscience will be clean. Time waits for no one. Time to seize the day. Time to be someone. Time to have your say. Just live a dream, knowing what this means. You see things in a different light, so stand with us and fight. And live a dream, knowing this will be. You can find yourself because you live a dream. You bear no grudges. Not now we've seen how loyal your heart is. Proud to know you. I was proud to stand beside you. Take your thing, step out. And live a dream. You will then be seen as a man and not a boy. Heart that means a boy. Set to live my dream, knowing what this means. I can keep my promises, my conscience will be clean. Time waits for no one. Time to seize the day. Time to be someone. Now I have my say as I live my dream. As I live a dream, knowing what this means. Knowing what this means. I've been to a different life, so stand with me and fight. Just live a dream. Live a dream. There's no in between. When I have found myself because I live my dream.
You do realize that today I have been forced to indulge the presence of the Cardinal, whose visit was by means of complaint against several of your musketeers.
Sire, I cannot pretend that an earlier altercation did not indeed take place. I would request only, therefore, that my men be given a suitable opportunity to account for their actions.
Yes, but why the Cardinal's men of all men? Would you say these guards provoked the musketeers?
That is exactly what happened, Your Majesty.
And who were these musketeers?
3 of my best soldiers, matched against 4 of the Cardinal's men. I think you know them by name. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis.
They have indeed proved their devotion, as I know of them.
These 3 held their own against 4 of the Cardinal's men, and with the support of the boy, wounded one, forcing the others to surrender.
Boy?
Just turned 18, sire.
4 against 4, you say, yet one of them merely a boy?
Yes, sire. As he fought so valiantly, and for my part, I should like to recommend young D'Artagnan to Your Majesty's special notice.
D'Artagnan?
His father is one of my oldest friends, a man who fought for your father in the religious wars. D'Artagnan may only be a boy, but it was he who issued Jussac that mighty thrust, which has so enraged the Cardinal.
He wounded Jussac, one of the best swordsmen in the country.
Indeed, sire, it would seem that he has met his match.
It is for this very reason that the Cardinal's displeasure burns so violently. Yes. I want to meet this young man, Treville. Summon all 4 to the palace tomorrow. You must remember that dueling is forbidden, and they must be punished.
We will all be here, sire.
He may be brave, but I venture he is foolhardy, and will be no match for a musketeer.
His loyalty is to be admired, my son.
And who are you to speak of loyalty? I should not have to remind you how your silence on this very subject is to be expected. To bear two sons within an hour of each other, and then disown for matters of convenience within an hour of that, is reason enough to disregard your opinion. My mother you may be, but only in name.
I had no choice.
For that matter, nor did I. He may well be my brother in blood, but as I am the only person safe here to know of this fact, I live as an only child and king, and my mother dotes upon me.
My son!
My mother dotes on me!
His brother
beseech you, grant me the same discretion. Let me pass and take your curiosity to bed.
Curiously. Now, I have other plans for my bed this evening. I'll be sure you'd like to leave these darkened streets. To the comfort of my apartment.
Oh, sir, please.
Come.
My letter, sir, please.
Come now.
Unhand me. Sir, my letter.
Go on,
please.
sir. Go on.
Unhand me. Unhand me.
Go on, release her now. What? Hello, boy. Oh, God. Well, boy. Still got a lot to learn. Still very young. This is not over, Castle.
How right you are, Shazak.
Come on.
Mademoiselle, you have no more to fear. He is gone.
I will be forever in your debt. Brave, brave D'Artagnan.
She out alone, defenseless and scared, as I happened past, I too alone, returning to sleep. It happened so fast, emotions run so deep. Silence my heart, silence the start of this new way of feeling. How my head is reeling. She looked at me. Was there love in her eyes? She tried to disguise. Could this be?
she would venture out at such an hour is perhaps more curious to those that have a mind for intrigue. As for the young man, I am to meet with him now.
He aspires to serve you as a musketeer.
Oh, such gallantry is rare these days, and so I shall see to it he is kept close at hand.
Your Majesty, the musketeers and the boy await your attention.
I trust that it may be ready with apologies for breaking an edict. The penalties for such disregard can be serious.
Indeed, sire.
This should be interesting. My doting mother will be sure to uphold my wishes.
Without question, Your Majesty.
Make a haste and enter, you scoundrels! I have a bone to pick with you! Your reputation precedes you, gentlemen, and as your king, it remains my duty to chastise such a blatant disregard of the law.
We full beg your forgiveness, sire.
However, an air of benevolence has indeed arisen within me, driven by the intense satisfaction that I now feel towards the Cardinal's obvious burning displeasure by your actions. You will be punished by serving me personally as my principal musketeers. Such impudence will not be tolerated again. But such bravery is the tool I should like to keep close at hand.
We would lay down our lives 1,000 times for your Majesty.
1,000,000 times.
You will be much more use to me if you stay alive. And as for you, boy, I hear much talk about your conviction, and Monsieur de Treville speaks very highly of you. For these reasons alone, I shall not only grant you another chance, but the realization of your dream.
Your Majesty?
You will join these rascals and serve as a principal musketeer to King Louis XIV. You will become the four inseparables, and together we will render the Cardinal's powers to be all but a distant memory. The Chesney. Here is proof of how serious I am.
Your Majesty,
You have proven your worth, and so it shall be. Now live up to your expectations, as I should be even quicker to castigate a traitor. Mother,
My son,
you will summon Monsieur. She's to thank the boy personally. You approve, young D'Artagnan?
if it should please your Majesty.
Can I believe what I hear, that I am appointed as the king's musketeer?
You have proved such bravery.
So now we stand to fight as partner free.
All for one,
One for all,
all for one.
together we now call.
All for one,
One for all for one, together we now call. Firm we stand,
swords in hand. Show the fields
the four musketeers.
all
liberty. As my subject, you now pledge your heart and soul to me.
I do, your majesty.
You will please stand, present to me a fighting hand. You are now a musketeer and a man.
Serve my son, protect his rule. All for one, be loyal to his call. Make battles one. All for one. Make certain he won't fall.
Inseparables, please advance. Raise your sword in the name of France. Serve all for one, fight one for all, die all for one. Resist the cardinal.
We honor your majesty, pledge loyalty to God.
Remaining inseparable, nothing will be left to chance.
We'll fight our enemies to the bitter end.
On the four musketeers, the people can depend.
My son, you're a Gascoigne through and through.
Swords in hand, show no fear, the four musketeers, all for
requested a confessor.
I did.
Because you are sick.
I was. But now I'm feeling better.
And so,
And so I require a confessor no longer.
not even if that confessor were to make a significant disclosure in your interest.
You have my attention.
How do you find life at the Bastille?
Very well.
Are you suffering?
No.
You have no regret?
I regret nothing.
Not even your liberty?
How would you define liberty, Bishop?
I define it as the joy of wandering wherever young legs may wish to take you.
My room lies close to the governor's garden, and every morning it is filled with the perfume of roses carried on the soft breeze. If the aroma of flowers is the foundation for liberty, then I am free. I need only to climb up onto my chair and reach the window where I may breathe the air as it caresses my face. It is then I imagine I'm immersed with the outer spaces that lie beyond these walls. As for the stars, their brilliance is truly heavenly to gaze upon from my bed. They prevails my exercise.
You are content this way.
I remain resigned to my fate, as I am unaware of the crimes to which I am judged guilty. My conscience does not accuse me, and so I say I'm not a criminal. I say were I to think any further, I might go insane. You are here as my confessor to speak of a significant disclosure, yet it is I doing all the talking.
You hold memories of your childhood.
Is that?
Do I look familiar to you?
Yes. Now that I think about it, you do bear a striking resemblance to a certain king's musketeer who once visited, accompanied by a lady in black with flame-coloured ribbons in her hair.
And you know who this lady was?
I only remember her to be introduced as a lady of the court to King Louis XIV.
That lady was Anne of Austria, and that musketeer was I.
Yes, it was you!
I may now be Bishop of Vale, but I was in the king's service for many years. Now that you know this, you are about to be told a secret that many believe to have been buried.
Oh, sir, you must now relieve me of my ignorance.
Do you remember that lady in black quite well, do you not?
Well, of course, sir. She came in with kind words 3 times in all. But why did this stranger wish to visit and bestow this criminal with kindness?
Did you know that Anne of Austria was married to King Louis XIII?
Go on.
On the 5th of September, 1614, the Queen gave birth to a son. Amidst all the celebrations, she bore a second son. When the king returned, the arrival of twin sons had reminded him that in France, it is the eldest of the 2 sons that will succeed his father.
Yes, I know this.
The king was in fear that the second son, in later years, may challenge the first son's right to the throne. That is why one of the 2 boys was separated from birth.
And yet, she allowed him to be cast aside?
Here is a portrait of the king, Louis XIV. Here is a mirror. I wonder now as to whom is the true king.
It it is he residing at the palace and who is not imprisoned.
The king could be you, if you wish.
But I must only ask one question. Does the king even know he has a brother?
He is all too aware. Do you pity him?
He who has abandoned me. No, I'm with you, good bishop.
The next time we meet, you will be leaving this room with me. Study this paper carefully, for it will reveal all those who will make up your court.
Years went past as seasons died. Frustration cradled me as lonely tears I cried through the night. Why was I condemned this way? Who bore me? Who left me? I could only pray. The answer lay out beyond these four walls, and calls to my God each night would help me see the light. And with each dawn, my dreams had died, just left to mourn those tears now dried. All this time I've waited for the day I could wipe new tears away, be told my true identity. This means more than life to me, for I am now set free. A mother's love I'm still denied, and yet my brother knows that I am cast aside without pride. What choice had I to be born? No mercy, compassion, I was just a pawn. My existence right now is given meaning. I am not dreaming tonight, for I can see the light. This truth now hurts me all the more. What has my living been for? All my life I've waited for the day I could wipe new tears away, just knowing that my family want nothing more to do with me. Can I really now be free? We shall see. Here I wait to seal my fate. I place my faith in God above. Make room
as your onward coach journey to Melbourne tomorrow is set to be a long and tiresome one.
Faithful D'Artagnan, I may have just appointed you the captain of the Musketeers, but take heed not to forget how you came to be so. I do not appreciate advice on my sense of enjoyment, and would revert to you speaking with actions only by maintaining your protective presence, without further comment.
If it should please your Majesty.
Sire, the Bishop of Vale requests an audience.
Ah, good Aramis, a man who now speaks for God, that has served me unquestionably. Let him proceed.
Yes, sire.
Your Majesty, I come in the name of God to request a pardon on a prisoner and to request your signature on this letter.
Go on.
Selden is just a lad who has been confined to the Bastille for the last 10 years for 2 Latin lines he wrote against the Jesuits.
And tell me, this man Selden is guilty of no other crimes?
No, sire.
The 2 Latin lines he shall not utter again, I have no doubt. Bishop, your man Selden is indeed fortunate that you find me at a moment of leisure. As the words of the churchman are deemed to be the truth, I shall give my signature without further delay. See to it that he is released without delay. And let it be known that this was at the order of the just king.
I am forever in your debt, your Majesty.
Aramis, my dear old friend. You've come all this way merely to secure the release of a prisoner. I'm reminded of your loyalties only too well.
And you, now captain of the Musketeers, if only good Athos and Porthos are here to witness this.
Shelter me, friend. Aramis! D'Artagnan!
Ah, how refreshing it is to see that some things do not change.
But Porthos, have you yet to find your dukedom?
All I have found these past years is that my legs do not carry me as fast as they used to.
There you are, my fine fellow. Quick, we'll miss all the dancing.
Oh, Aramis, what a pleasant surprise.
And how is the fair Mademoiselle Bonacieux? Now keeping the captain of the Musketeers under her scrutiny.
Oh, how we have missed you, good bishop. Did you know that Athos has made a long journey here to the festival from Blois? I will go bring him to you to complete your reunion.
So, good bishop, I hear you're now interested in prisoners.
Just one prisoner, my friend. I am his confessor.
What was his name?
Selden.
Selden. No, I've not heard of him.
Oh, the miles I have travelled seem such a distant memory. Now that I can see that my companions are well and truly here.
The 4 inseparables we may no longer be, but my friends, I will never forget the days we shared together.
We stand together one last time. All for one.
And one for all!
Welcome, monsieur. But I cannot address you as Monsignor.
Not at all. Good Basemore. Make me drunk tonight.
Bravo. I admire a man who drinks long and heartily.
do not.
You do put me in mind of a very handsome, very brave, very loyal fellow musketeer who became an abbé, and from abbé to bishop.
And you have turned from captain of the musketeers to governor of the Bastille.
Tell me, do you still wear your sword?
Only when I'm compelled to do so. You take more wine there.
Oh, indeed, good friend.
To memories of battles won.
Bravo!
Don't keep it bottled up. Let it all out. Fill another cup. Make it your shout. Don't keep it bottled up. Smell the bouquet. Fill another cup. Then have your say. Let us drink to the old times. Keep on pouring the wine. And don't keep it bottled up. When drink it down, smile as you start. Some more stories down. And don't keep it bottled up. We'll drink to old times. Smile as we start to suck it on in time.
As we drink to old times, when our pulses we rise.
So put up your glass. Let us drink to the past.
We won't keep it bottled up. Tonight we will drink to friendship and future love as another we think. We won't keep it bottled up. Tonight we must toast to friendship
And future love.
Come drink with your own. Let us toast our trusted friend. As another old land. We won't keep it bottled up. We'll drink it down. Take another sup to old and pub. We won't keep it bottled up. We'll pour it all out. Take another sup to vanish out.
As we drink to the mademoiselle.
Hearts we send into a world.
So fill up and charge a glass and let's drink up fast.
We won't
Keep it bottled up. Drink it straight down. Take another sup to old back a frown. We won't keep it bottled up. We'll pour it all out. Take another sup to banish all doubt. We won't keep it bottled up. We'll drink to the down. We won't keep it bottled up. The focus they are going to make us shout. We won't keep it bottled up. We'll drink to the last drop from the cup by our lips and pass. We won't keep it bottled up. The focus they are as we make us shout. If we keep it bottled up all of the time, we'll stare at an empty cup and never taste the wine. Good Basil, listen. I have with me a letter here, requesting the immediate release of a prisoner into my care.
take some more wine, my friend. Let us enjoy ourselves some more. This king's order is sacred, so I shall strictly obey the letter. Tomorrow morning,
Tomorrow?
at dawn, the prisoner will be set free.
But why not tonight, as it is marked urgent?
Because tonight, our supper is urgent too.
My dear Basil, this wretched man has suffered long enough. Shorten his torment. God will surely repay you in heaven.
What? Halfway through our meal?
Please, I beg of you, have mercy.
it shall be as you wish. Turnkey.
Sir,
Go and open the cell of Monsieur Selden.
with the turnkey, sir? As you please, sir.
But it is unusual to set a prisoner free at such a late hour. He will not be acquainted with Paris, so where will he go?
I have a carriage, and so I will guide him wherever he chooses.
You have a resolution to all things, my friend.
Selden,
Go and open the cell of Monsieur Selden.
Selden? I'm sure you just said Selden.
Naturally, I said Selden, as that is the name stated in the letter.
But I'm sure that you must have read Philippe.
I just read the order, and I saw Selden written in letters as large as that.
And I read Philippe in letters as large as this. Come, let us read the letter again to confirm this matter.
You are indeed right. It is clearly written, Philippe. The wine must be very good tonight, my friend. Philippe, the man who began his life in the Bastille, and who they are every day telling me to take such care of, and to keep from anyone from seeing him save his confessor.
My visit in the name of God must have proven him some good luck.
Turnkey, go and open the cell of Philippe, and bring the prisoner before me.
yes, sir.
You are a noble man, Basemore.
I am your loyal friend, good Aramis. Therefore, I do not question your judgment.
Let us drink to the King's Musketeers.
The King's Musketeers. Oh, young man, you will now swear as the regulations demand, never to reveal anything you have seen or heard in the Bastille.
This I swear.
Oh! And now, monsieur, you are a free man. Where do you intend to go?
I am here to offer the gentleman whatever assistance he may need.
May God have you in his holy keeping.
You are at last set free, young Philippe.
I hope I never wake from this dream.
Let us go now to where the crown of France is to be found. Do you know the contents of the letter that I left with you by heart?
Yes, I do.
And you understand me?
Put me to the test, good Bishop. I'm a willing pupil.
What of your family?
Well, my mother, Anne of Austria, all her pains, her sorrows. I know of this. My father, since passed and preferred as the just king. My brother, corrupt and cold with no remorse.
Very good. What of your Prime Minister?
Colbert, an ugly, thick-set man, but intelligent. A large, heavy, full head with hair of fire.
You will be sure to recognize him. You also have a hazardous pair of eyes to deal with.
Ah, yes, the captain of the Musketeers, D'Artagnan, your friend. He's very loyal to me.
Indeed, he is my friend. But, should he discover our plot, we will both be surely imprisoned or killed. Come. Be still, as I did not bring you here by chance. We are directly next to the king's bedroom. Can you see?
Yes, I see the king.
By morning, you will be looking up from his resting place, truly pronounced king. The sun will always rise to take the place of the moon. age, I won't lack to see the king replaced. No turning back, for tomorrow does the start of a bright future for France, a bright future for France. I feel in my
Your Majesty, the coaches await your presence to begin your onward journey to Melon.
Thank you, D'Artagnan. I shall travel well upon full stomach.
Your Majesty seems in very high spirits this morning.
Well observed, Captain. Leicester, I should like to see the Bishop of Vale before my journey.
Yes, sire.
You're in possession of an unusually hearty appetite this morning, Your Majesty. Is everything quite well?
Yes, just so, D'Artagnan. Now, please leave me to my breakfast. I'm nervous. I must stay calm.
The Bishop of Vale, sire.
Please leave us, Leicester.
Yes, sire.
Your Highness is apprehensive.
D'Artagnan is curious and suspects. I can feel it.
Suspects what, Your Highness? No one save your mother and I know of your existence. So you are safe.
My mother will be here soon.
She always takes breakfast with her son.
And today will be no different.
Your Majesty, I have brought your mother, the Queen, to take breakfast.
Your Majesty.
Mother!
Good Bishop, you returned from the Bastille so soon. I trust your prisoner, Saladin, is now free.
You know me as a man of duty, my friend.
The Bastille is home to many secrets. A confessor is a position of great responsibility.
Such devotion to duty is to be admired.
As indeed are you, my loyal friend.
Your Majesty, as a point of coincidence, I too am now requesting your signature to authorize a dispatch of musketeers to meet with us at Melon. You've damaged your signing hand, Majesty?
No!
Sire is merely resting it, ready for the hunt tomorrow.
Your Majesty is not signing as usual.
Well, good D'Artagnan, I cannot deceive you any further. Listen well to my words. On the date our King Louis was born, a second son was born, opposing no threat to the crown. You see before you Philippe, twin brother to Louis XIV, and second son to Anne of Austria.
My son!
Where lies our king?
Louis is now in the Bastille, which his brother inhabited for far too long.
Aramis, this is a detestable crime. This is an act of treachery which shames you forever. Louis XIV is my sovereign, who I swore always to honor.
Faithful friend, is it not your view that both of them should have been rightfully eligible from their birth to become king?
Yes, as we know, twins are but one soul split between two bodies.
Then explain to me how one can be cruelly cast aside for reasons of state.
The king is aware of his brother.
He is more than aware that now a true king faces you.
But this is not my king. I have sworn nothing to him. Good friend, you must leave. You must make haste. You have maybe 6 hours to place yourself out of the true king's reach.
6 hours?
By the 5th hour, the true king will have been freed. By the 6th hour, this impostor will have been returned in his place, and I will no doubt be ordered to avenge this treachery. Oh, good friend, I'm living my dream. I have no choice. Please leave. I will be waiting in the outer chamber. I won't stop you from passing. Oh.
Highness. But lady, I have failed you with my misjudgment of a trusted companion.
But you have not failed me, good bishop. You have acted in the name of God. And for these reasons, I've lived again and been given answers to many questions. Please, make your escape when you can. I will pray for you. I see a face straight from my dream, need to embrace who once was queen. So many years without her love, so many tears to God above. Come to me to ease the pain, humility will see that you're set free from any blame. Ease the pain, and I will do the same for you.
Not a single day went past.
I see your face straight from my dream, embrace
Constantly,
once was queen. So many without her love, so many tears to God The governor. I order that you bring the governor of the Bastille to face his king. I am Louis XIV of France. I am King Louis XIV of France. I demand you bring the governor to me now. Do you know who you are dealing with here? I'll have your head for this. Bring the governor to me now. I am King Louis XIV of France. L'état c'est moi. L'état c'est moi. Thank you.
Leave it be, Princess! I'm gonna call down the musketeers and you can boy!
Go on. Get him out. Get him out. Go. D'Artagnan, there is a plot against me. I was taken from my bed.
I'm now aware of events, sire, and I have sped here to ease your pain.
Is this the work of the cardinal?
No, sire. This concerns your brother.
I was raised alone.
Please, your highness, I am aware of your twin brother, Philippe.
Nonsense! I've always lived as an only child. I was only told of this deception that followed this double birth upon my ascension to the throne. As king, I now live to uphold the wishes of my father.
You return to the Bastille under the order of release which you signed for the prisoner Selden.
Bishop of Vale.
Bishop of...
The bishop has deceived both yourself and the governor of the Bastille. He plied Monsieur Basemont with wine and exchanged the order of release for Salden with a forgery in the name of Philippe. Thus you were flung into the same cell into which your brother has spent his entire life.
The governor will pay for this mistake with his life. Where is Philippe?
He's under guard at the palace.
Yes. Philippe will be banished to the Isle of Saint Marguerite, where he will be forced to cover his face with an iron mask, which the captive cannot remove without risk to his life.
With all due respect, Your Highness, he is your brother.
Philippe remains my brother by blood alone, and my kidnap is a living testimony of the threat to which he presents to France. Never question my sovereignty, Captain, else you will spend the several hours I have endured upon lock and key. Captain, you will set off in pursuit to the Bishop of Vale, arrest him and fellow conspirators, and bring them to face me.
If it should please your majesty, you are my king.
It pleases me well, D'Artagnan, for I am your king. I am your king!
Come on, mademoiselle and monsieur. Haven't you got homes to go to?
Porthos, come! We are going away.
I'm with you, Aramis. Tell me some more.
We are going away on a mission.
Last, am I to be made a duke?
Where?
Do not reveal anything. I would like to guess.
We shall set off on horseback, and faster than we have ever ridden in our lifetimes.
Such haste, Aramis. I will guess on the way.
Well, I happen to suggest that I have just witnessed two companions actually plot.
I am to venture off on a mission together with the bishop. I aim to be made a duke.
Oh, I see. Well then, there'll be no candle burning for you tonight.
I shall need to find the Duchess.
Oh, God be praised. I thought I might find you here, Bishop. D'Artagnan has told me of your revelation. It may not surprise you to learn that I was taken into the Queen's confidence and have known of her anguish for these past 4 years. Philippe is to be banished to the Isle Saint Marguerite, locked in a dungeon and forced to cover his face with an iron mask. D'Artagnan has been ordered by the king to pursue you and arrest you for treason. You must make your escape. You are an honorable man, Bishop. And yet so is my D'Artagnan. I pray that he will search that Gascon heart and that you and Porthos shall be spared.
Revelation? Treason? What revelation? What treason?
I will tell you soon enough. Come, Porthos. We must make haste to Blois.
God be with you.
You
do not have much time with you. Oh. My dear Athos, Porthos, I am consumed with regret.
With regret, my dear friends.
I have evoked a conspiracy against the king. The conspiracy has miscarried, and presently we are being pursued.
A conspiracy? I did not guess.
What are you telling me?
Good friends and fellow musketeers, I must now draw you both into my conspiracy in anticipation of your help.
Well, we are listening.
I have misjudged a fellow inseparable, now captain of the musketeers. He now pursues us, send and capture the traitor and his fellow conspirators.
A traitor? D'Artagnan is set against us.
I have freed Philippe, brother of King Louis. He is now in the Bastille.
Louis XIV is in the Bastille?
This I did not guess.
I confided in D'Artagnan. He is loyal to King Louis and has pledged to avenge all treachery.
So, a brother kept secret by Louis, as he knew doubt would be cast upon which of the sons could claim sovereignty.
Will you ride with me to the Isles of Marguerite? Philippe is now banished by Louis to live out his days there, locked in a dungeon and made to wear an iron mask to cover his likeness.
So, what is our mission?
Our mission is to free Philippe. Let us gather our forces, free Philippe, and resist the unjust king.
Half of France has grievances against Louis. I will summon my best horses. I will ride you with you. Justice will be served.
All for one,
and one for all.
At last, I may become a duke.
Captain of the Musketeers now. High in the king's favor. Now, you. I have watched you live your little dream, knowing that you had ended mine in an instant. That day, at the convent.
Just what is your point, old man?
Your friends are traitors. Your king has deceived you. So much for loyalty.
You're finally worn out my patience.
You shamed me, and I have waited all this time to shame you. On guard, Gascon. This is not over. Still a little boy, playing silly little games. Come on. Still don't know how to use a sword. Need to use fists. Your father will be proud. You were never worthy to be a musketeer.
And you were never worthy to have been spared!
Life has taken many turns as I have lived my dream. Now in my heart, confusion burns as I stand in between. My king, my father, a pledge to 3 good friends. Each pathway calls me, choose one and all others must end. Why must this be a decision left to me? The path I know to choose may make certain that I lose everything. Love remains within a grieving heart for those I must betray. Promises bound to be broken on a cast astray. I
You must ride immediately, as I have dallied all too much with my explanations.
It is D'Artagnan sent to capture us! It is D'Artagnan sent to capture
All
us!
right, my dear friend. We are all too clear as to who our enemy is. Must you keep repeating it?
Good day, worthy bishop. I see I was correct in my judgment of my old companion. I suspected you would venture to Blois to enlist the help of these fine fellows. Good day, Athos, Porthos. Yet now, bishop, I'm curious. Much haste in your eyes? Horses made ready to venture? Where may you now be about to go?
We are to set off on a mission to free Philippe.
Thank you.
D'Artagnan, do not take action against us until you have learned the truth. Your king is an unjust king.
This may be true, but he is my king to whom I have sworn.
Your king is no more a king than I now a trusted friend. Let it be me you return to Louis, and leave our friends to their lives. They merely came with me merely to honor an agreement.
An agreement cast many years ago. An agreement forged in the fires of our youth. Yet now we are older and wiser. Oh, come, gentlemen, I have no more time for this discussion. I'm a man of action. All for one, and one for all.
My brother casts me aside again, left to die. Who is it? Who's there?
It is I, captain of the musketeers.
D'Artagnan, silence! If you have come to taunt me with the news that Aramis and Porthos are now dead, silence, please!
Your Majesty.
D'Artagnan, I
Am set free. Your Majesty.
Good Bishop, D'Artagnan, what is the meaning of all this? I would have thought you shall have been killed.
Here, we have to be acceptable. Here. Sire, we must not tarry. Your release is to be secured before the captive awakes. Come with us. Porthos, will you stop playing with that man and make haste?
Playing! I'll give him playing!
Bishop, you're a man of honor. It is only fitting that you be the one to end his pain.
Can I believe what I see? That truth has conquered